Hey guys, it's Landon. It is September 2nd, 2013, and today marks 7 months and 3 weeks on testosterone. Yeah, I haven't updated in a really long time, and I feel bad about that. My life got super hectic. I was doing a lot of things, and I really had no excuse over the summer because I was just working and taking classes, so I could have updated at some point. I didn't really know what to say, but I have so much to talk about. First, I'm gonna do an update on the things that have been going on. First, facial hair. Before it was kind of like just peach fuzz, and now it's like, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like actual hair, like sideburns and all of that jazz. So it's really awesome. It's helping me a lot more to pass. So that's been really nice. Obviously, my voice sounds so much deeper than it did in the last video I posted. Around like 5.5 months, 6 months, it started getting really deep, and like I know that it'll probably still get deeper because I'm not even at a year yet. So it's been really weird. It's really odd to hear my voice on video, so I'm sure when I look back on this video it's gonna sound really weird to me because I'm still not used to it, even though I listen to it every day. Um, what else? I have no range for singing wise, so it's basically this. So anything lower, anything higher, it just like it's cracking and it's awful. It is absolutely awful. I hate it so much because I really miss singing and I love playing guitar, so I'll have to maybe do a guitar song thing. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Some other time. um, Other updates. Muscles. My muscles are getting so much more toned. I really need to hit the gym like this semester. Like I need to do it because if I want to become more toned and if I want to like have some muscle growth, like even more than it is now, then I really need to like start eating better and exercising. So yeah, that's my goal for in the next couple of weeks. I really need to like hit the gym like 3 times. That's what I'm gonna start with because I don't want to promise myself anything and then just disappoint myself. Um, Next thing is my facial features are a lot more harsh than they were. My jaw is more squared now, which is really nice because it's giving me a more masculine appearance. I've been cutting my hair shorter so that like it can like I guess show the contours of my head a little bit better, and it's been working. It's giving me a more masculine appearance as well. I have an Adam's apple of some sort, so that's been nice. That's also been helping me pass. Like it's been weird though, because like as like progressive as I think how progressive my looks look to me, I like was walking down the street the other day and I was like carrying like a 6 pack of Angry Orchard, and these like bros like were like, "Oh, Angry Orchard, huh? You look like you're 15." And I was like, "Well, I'm 21. Like I'm old enough to drink." And they're like, "You sound like a fruitcake fag," and I was like, "Okay, all right, I sound like a fruitcake. What fruitcake sound like is beyond me." But if you were trying to call me a fruit, it was a little bit redundant because you already called me a fag. But that's okay. I'll accept your redundancy. So that's what's been going on with any sort of physical updates. Some bigger news. Which is going to be really awesome in December. I'm hopefully going to be going to Israel on a birthright trip, which is basically like they pay for your trip, and all you have to do is get a flight to New York or get to New York in some sort of way, and they basically pay for you to go to Israel for 10 days and like transportation, and they like show you the whole country, so it's really great. But what's really special about this trip is that it's an LGBT trip, which I didn't even know that they had, which was really, really great. And I'm really excited because I was very nervous about going to Israel, like, because, you know, I didn't know, like, how other people on the trip would feel about me being trans. And it's going to be really great because there are going to be other people from the community, and, like, I'll be able to connect with them and not have to, like, you know, have to explain myself and why I am the way I am. So that'll be really, really nice. I'm excited about that. I'm also planning top surgery for December, so December is going to be a really, really busy month for me, but it's going to be exciting. Um, like I said in one of my previous videos, my I just switched over to my school's health insurance, and they're covering, if not 80% of it, if not more. So that's going to be really great. I'm getting top surgery, hopefully late December, early January, with Dr. Medali. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a top surgeon who specializes in transgender surgeries at the Cleveland Clinic, obviously in Cleveland. So I'm currently in Athens, Ohio, at Ohio University, but so it's not that far away, and it'll be close to school, and I won't have to worry about, like, you know, it being such a great distance, because I know a lot of the good surgeons are on the East Coast or the West Coast or in Canada, so it's nice to find somebody who, you know, and they're in our, like, school's network, so it's going to be really exciting. I'm really, like, knowing that it's going to happen it's really nerve-wracking, but it's also really exciting because, I don't know, like, I always knew that I wanted to get surgery and that it was going to happen one day, but, like, this day is, like, this year, or, like, right after this year ends, and that's I can't even believe it. I'm so excited. I'm excited that I'm going to be able to take my shirt off and not have to worry, and, like, I don't even give a fuck about, like, scars or anything like that. I mean, like, I know that, you know, it's gonna be noticeable and stuff like that, but I would much rather be able to handle somebody asking me about my scars than somebody asking me why I have a chest and I'm a man, and that will help so much with my dysphoria and all of that. I'm really excited. Like I said, I don't know how else to put it, but nervous. Actually, it was really interesting because, like, I'm always really self-conscious about like, how my binders lay. So, like, I always feel like, even though, like, they do a good job of binding, like, there's still, like, I feel like I can still see that I have a chest. But somebody actually told somebody I know that they thought I had top surgery over the summer, and that made me feel really awesome because, like, even though, like, I freak out about, like, my binders all the time, it's nice that somebody else thinks that I had top surgery already, because that's just awesome. That makes me feel so great about myself, and maybe my chest is shrinking from the T and whatever. But so that's my exciting news for December, you know. So I'm kind of like, I don't want to wish the semester away because I'm just started my senior year of college, but I'm kind of wishing it away just so I can, you know, get to these really awesome points. But I'm gonna, you know, just try to, like, enjoy my last year and enjoy my last fall semester of school before all these really exciting things happen, and kind of the lead up will be, like, you know, nerve-wracking and exciting and stuff. Like I said, I'm starting my senior year of college, which is so crazy because I don't feel that old, but I know I'm that old, and I, like, see little freshmen around, and they're like, "Where is this building?" And I'm just like, "Oh, you're so adorable." And they're all, ugh, they're so young, and it makes me feel so old now that I'm a senior and whatever. But yeah, so I got senior year, I've got classes, I'm trying to graduate on time, so I'm fairly certain that I will. I just auditioned for a play called How Much, which is, you'll never be able to look it up online, so it's essentially about the enterprise of selling aspirin and porn, and I'm playing some crazy dude, and I'm really excited, and it'll like help, you know, push through this semester. It'll give me something to do, give me something to distract me from thinking about other things and thinking about surgery and thinking about going to Israel. So that will be really nice. And I'm also working. I've been working at Jimmy John's since June, and I like it. It's a job. I like having money now to spend on myself and to save for surgery and stuff like that. So that's been really really fun and nice. The last thing I'm going to talk about is something that I talked about on my blog that I just recently also started getting back into now that I have a little bit more time on my hands, which I don't know where I'm finding this time now, but whatever. I talked about kind of newfound male privilege and being figuring that out while trying to transition, because as you guys know, that like transitioning, the more the more to transition, the more you pass, and the less people identify you as biologically female or identify you as a female in the female gender or anything like that. And that's really great, but also with that passing creates, you take on this privilege that you might not necessarily want, but you have because you're male. Just like how a cis person has their privilege, or a white person has their privilege, or other privileges. It doesn't you know it doesn't matter what it is, but it's been difficult trying to figure that out, and not in the sense that like, oh boohoo, I have male privilege. Like, that's not what I'm saying. Like, male privilege is, I hate it. I hate that that's something that's just tacked onto my life now, and I don't have a say in it, because I am completely for gender equality, like living as a female for living as an identified female for 20 years. I I of course love women. I of course want gender equality, like, and that doesn't change just because I identify as a man. But identifying as a feminist now, I've gotten a lot of backlash about that, and that's been really hard because, while I still want to identify as a feminist, like, some feminists don't believe that I can anymore because I identify as a male. And I don't think it's fair for me to say, well, no, I'm a feminist because because I think that there should be gender equality and you just have to deal with that. Because to some degree that kind of sounds like me using my male privilege to get what I want. And what I want is to be a feminist, but like, I can't exactly do that, So I'm trying to use as little privilege and to be as conscious as I possibly can about my privilege, because it's something that I'm not used to at all, but it's something that I'm trying to to deal with, and trying to use less of as I possibly can. I mean, I can't get rid of it, and I can't, there are going to be times where I don't even know that I'm using it, but being a conscious person about your privilege helps create a more creates equality. So hopefully if I am using my male privilege to to my own benefit, I hope somebody would call me out on it, because I don't want to do that at all. But yeah, so that's just something that's been in my mind. That's all really for now. I'm really, really going to try and update more on this, because I really like seeing my progress, and I wish I had videos of what my voice sounded like, before, and I kind of messed that up for myself, and I can't get that back, and that makes me a little bit sad, but I'm hoping that I still have time for progress, because I'm only, almost 8 months on T. I still got some time, before things level out completely, and I'm really excited to see what's going to happen. Yeah. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.